Hi, my name is Ira. In this presentation, I'll be talking about my research regarding to euthanasia. The purpose of this research is to find out the opinions of the scientific background individuals who holds the faith in Pentecostal Christianity towards the action of euthanasia, and also to discover how the students negotiate between their religious beliefs and professional obligation when they were under those situations. To start with, I will give a little bit information background regarding to euthanasia. So the word euthanasia actually comes from Greek word, which is eu means good and thanatos means death. Euthanasia started to be legalized globally by mid-year 1996 until early 1997. However, in 1995, Australia was actually noted as the first country that approved the practice of euthanasia throughout the history. Since then, euthanasia has been an unsolved issue among the society in the 20th century. Then, the goals for the research is to survey the behavior and decisions of scientific background students who put their beliefs as a Pentecostal Christian, if they were in the position being instructed to euthanize an ill patient, and also the defense they will state out as a Christian to the potentially non-Christian patients. Now, I will discuss my finding regards to the opinion of 4 scientific backgrounds towards the euthanasia. I found out that all 4 students are against euthanasia with the argument that no one has the ability and authority for making a decision to end someone's life. By their reasons that how can someone able to define whether a suffering patient is too ill to continue living or not? As death is not a personal choice, therefore it is better to use our ability to provide the suffering patient with what they need rather than giving up on their life easily. Sometimes what probably would help is to show encouragement for the patient who is suffering, such as to reminding them the value and beauty of this life. Besides, as the health professionals, their job is to provide a suitable medical treatment since the medical system have developed and therefore there is possibly effective ways to minimize the pain of the patient. However, they also argue that it is also the patient's own choice whether they would like to receive the treatment options. As what I found in my research to support this opinion, I found out that Arthur Dick, who is the writer of the book called Life's Worth, he uses the story of Diane. Diane is a patient who decided that she wanted to end her life because her distress was so great at that point. But afterwards, she took the medication pills and her pain was relieved. Then she was able to manage to find peace with her sickness. Then she realized she doesn't want to be euthanized anymore. However, she found out that her initial wish to end her life changes to a desire to live longer. At that time, she claimed that she never wants to undergo euthanasia ever again. I think this is a great example that sometimes someone just wants to end their lives because they only look through the lens in that point of time. Therefore, they think euthanasia might be the best decision to escape their life. Then, according to these 4 students, there are no valid reasons to take someone's life, such as financial burden, which has been the popular excuse in the society, as the value of human life should never be measured by monetary values. Therefore, there are many potential ways to help in this case. For example, someone can do by doing fundraising, subsidizing, and particularly in countries such as Australia, where there is a medical assistance provided. Economic situation doesn't necessarily a limitation for someone to have a hope for their life. As a Christian believers, these 4 individuals believe that euthanasia doesn't align with their beliefs and biblical teaching. In regards to their job positions, sometimes it's best for them to initially explain to the patient what's the option that they choose regarding to euthanasia. Because if these 4 students have to choose, they wouldn't want to be involved in euthanasia and rather to choose to opt out from it. Interestingly, they also mentioned that they will actually explain what they believe is and what they based on the Christianity and what God has on purpose for each person's life. And doesn't matter how tough the condition might be, there will always be hope in Christ for everyone. As we know that God is the creator of this life, no one has the authority and obligation to take someone's life, doesn't matter what condition apply. Life is a gift and grace from God, and taking one's life is considered as sin and no different than murder crime. When God is the God of the invisible, the impossible, and supernatural, He is definitely able to change somebody's situation in one moment. As humans, everyone is called to run and finish the race of life with a good fight. Just as written in the Bible, 2 Timothy 4 verse 7, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. More than that, despite all the challenges and hardships human beings are facing, it still cannot be compared to the suffering that Jesus Christ put on Himself by dying on the cross to bear human sins. Therefore, all in all, this research has achieved the perspective and opinion of Christian students who are against euthanasia and still keep firm their faith foundation based on biblical teaching. Thank you for listening.